Yeah, we're good.
It's all
Yep,
fun games till I call
everybody.
you large one.
It would be the first time ever at 5, 7, or 8.
Well,
I think you're 5'8", because I'm 5'6", 5'7".
We're about the same height, I thought.
No, I thought you were a little taller.
Mm.
maybe he wears shoe inserts.
I wear shoe inserts.
Okay, then yeah, I'm 5'8".
That was a joke. I do not do that.
Anyway, last time, we killed the things that nearly
Yeah.
killed us. Success. And then,
Yeah, we got revenge, then went on like a month hiatus.
Revenge?
Yeah.
Creeper, aw man. So we
Oh,
back in
no.
the mine.
Oh my god.
and we all have a concussion, because someone got the Thor hammer of brain damage.
Lou did get a
Correct.
concussion. Lou's fine. Lou's doing great for one.
Normally, the causer of concussion does not obtain said concussion, but who knows?
We just
It's a
headbutt each other.
Well, he got like a long-term concussion a long time ago, so he's still making up for that brain damage.
So yeah, kind of a TLDR. You guys completed the secondary cave, kind of getting redemption from what was a very unfortunate turn of events. Pretty difficult fight indeed.
Yeah.
And then like a whole bunch of stuff happened. Layla has disappeared. The two twins are looking for him. Ronaine has disappeared and has become one again. A lot of different stuff. Found a cool hammer immediately. Concussed two individuals with it, I believe. Can't remember
Yeah.
which two.
I feel like
Levi.
Pugnat was involved.
Pugnat
I
was
can't
involved.
remember. Yeah.
I'm so glad to confess Pugnat.
But with that, you all decided to take a short rest because a long rest would be argued with by the dwarves, probably. But yeah. So we're picking up. Everyone go ahead and do the short rest things if you haven't already, and kind of we'll take it from the top there.
I can use
what are we
so
all
many
doing?
dice.
You can. Up to a total of 8.
No, I do just want to ask, will there be any additional roles for Ronaine's situation?
No.
Oh no. That's great.
We're gonna find him and he's
it's-
gonna be dead.
No.
So fun fact about the creature named Agode. As long as you are within proximity and nothing is doing direct damage to you, there's not another roll after you fail.
Oh my
If you're
gosh.
within a mile of it, you are good to go.
Lou is going to rip Agode a new one. I tell you what.
I don't think he has an
Good.
old
Tell
one.
you what?
Well, guess what? It's
What?
getting one.
Oh no. That's not even what I guessed.
Oh. Lou is going to kill it
Yes.
with arrows.
Hope to.
Oh, I forgot. Didn't Lou and Levi both think the other had something deeply wrong with them?
Yes.
Yeah, no, they both.
And Maladin
I
nodded
think
along to
Lou
both.
thinks
I think-
Levi has amnesia.
I think
And Levi.
both of you equally think the other one is mentally deficient.
Well, no, Lou thinks that Levi just doesn't remember very many things.
So
Levi
memory
thinks that Lou
deficient.
is mentally deficient.
Yes. And I think
Wait, can I color?
I think Levi's understanding of Lou was mental deficiency, and Lou
Yes.
just thinks it's another amnesiac friendo.
It's
Oh,
another
heck,
one.
he's like me. Oh, he's nothing like me.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
he's like me. Something is seriously wrong with this person.
Half of
Oh,
Spider-Man
they're
meme.
not entirely wrong.
Yeah.
There is something wrong with Lou.
But with that, yeah. Are you guys done with your short resting? Anything you guys want to do before kind of trying to conquer the next cave?
Oh, I think not. I think we're good.
Say a prayer, cry a little bit. Wonder if after a hiatus I'm gonna kill the whole party.
Oh
Who knows? We'll
gosh.
see. Hopefully not.
I'd be really sad if I come back from hiatus. Just did like a bunch of new Lou art and then Lou dies.
Let me just say this. I did a personal synopsis of all three of these issues. I think you guys have handled it in the order of easiest to most difficult.
Oh,
Oh
Great.
no.
Time may tell. So 2 and 3 may be inverted. This might be medium difficulty, I'll say.
Okay,
Just
good.
due to action economy, but there's a different trope that has gone on with all of them. Some are easier, some are more difficult.
As long as I can get like 50 feet away from something, then I'm totally fine.
Good luck with that.
Oh gosh, not again.
You can, but
I don't have my.
will it care and be hitable?
I don't have my stupid meat shield or anything now. This is rough.
Inadvertently, we have been stripped of multiple aids.
But we leveled up, so
You leveled up and you have Pugnat.
with Pugnat, yeah, he's like
Yeah.
hittable. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Sounds good.
Pugnat will survive.
So the three caves, I gave a short description of each. You guys took care of the one that was filled with the terror that just wanted friends. You guys took care of the one where a lot of buzzing and ringing was going on, and most people could not remember what happened. This is the one where you heard pickaxes swinging from the inside, although the cave itself is condemned, and you have been told that it's in bad shape.
Yeah.
So with that information, how do we want to go about this marching order, etc.?
Lou will be in the back.
No, I'm walking behind Hammer Concussion Man.
You know, you bring up a great point. I don't want to be in the front with him having that hammer right now.
All right, hold on. No. Hey.
Give me the hammer, Thor.
Promise I won't use
I
the
am
hammer
worthy.
while you guys are in front of me.
I don't believe you.
I agree. I agree with you 100%. You're not going to use it while we're in front of you.
No.
So lead the charge.
This will be fun.
Oh, yeah, this is a great idea. Put the archer in the front of the pack.
Here, hand me
You're
the
an
bow.
archer,
I'll
why do you
use
have a
it.
hammer?
How about no hammer this fight?
Can I use it?
Do you want to be in the front?
No, I'll be right behind that guy.
No.
Why do I feel like Layla's not here, but Layla is here in spirit?
No.
Is this coming out
Come
of the new guy?
Look. Someone has to use the hammer, obviously. Look at it. And you can't because you're in the back.
But you shouldn't hit it. You can't hit Maladin. Oh, you can't fling Maladin across the room with the hammer, please.
Correct. I would never do that.
You will if you use it. You don't even know how to use it.
Neither do you.
I just figured it out
Okay.
several minutes ago.
Just hit stuff, right?
Not that simple.
Okay. How do you use it?
It seemed pretty simple.
You gotta swing it with finesse.
All right. I can do it.
Define finesse.
Now I
Finesse
gotta
is my middle name.
scroll down to the TikTok that gave me the inspiration of the hammer to remember exactly what it is. Is this it? This has to be it. Sure is. Okay, found it.
Okay.
So you do not swing it with said finesse as a D&D term.
Oh no, not as D&D term. This is just a Lou
yes.
term.
Some panache.
Panache.
Panache, sure, yes.
Gusto.
It is indeed a strength-based weapon. It is considered a maul for all proficiency purposes. But it is very Thor's hammer-esque, and as I said earlier, it seems to be ornate with some form of horn for the hilt, leading to a gigantic stone Thor-looking situation going on, cracked with some form of green energy on the inside. And as you guys talk about it, or if anyone's like waving it around or anything, it almost emits like a whirring noise the more kinetic energy you use to push it in one way or another.
You think I could throw it?
You do recall that it is rather heavy. So theoretically, I don't know. Can you throw a normal maul?
I mean, you could do like one of those spinning starts that they do in the Olympics.
I would say you can.
Okay, so the question in here is, do you have to have contact with it for its ability to activate? Otherwise, you're
Yes.
just chucking a weapon normally.
Yeah, otherwise I'm just chucking a hammer across the room.
Yes, as Lou would probably recall from using it, it seemed to absorb all the kinetic energy Lou used to kind of swing it forward, and directly inverted it as well as all of Lou's inertia into the ground to create that big shockwave.
Okay. So I couldn't attach it to an arrow and shoot it across the room and
The tragedy, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How unfortunate. No.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. Maladin,
Yes.
I've known you the longest here.
Shockingly true.
Mm-hmm. I'm lending this to you, and you will give it back after we're done here.
Alright, well, firstly, we're actually going to see if I even have a better proficiency with this thing than I do my normal sword.
It's a magic hammer.
Easiest way to do that is just add a generic maul to your character sheet to see what the D&D calculator says.
Loading is what it currently
Yeah,
says.
Lou does not
Of
have
course.
amazing proficiency with it. He typically does not use any weapon under a +9 to hit.
Alright, so what's your plus on the maul?
+5.
Okay,
That's halbert territory. And we don't want to be in halbert territory.
I'm pretty sure I swing better than that.
Probably so, since you are more of a strength-based melee fighter. Others are more proficient in dexterity, which is what bows use.
Standard maul?
Along with all the random bogus training nonsense that brings it up even higher.
Yeah, +7.
Okay, so you would be pretty comfortable using this.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna lend it to you. You're gonna give it back. But
the Maladin isn't worthy. It gets dropped into his hand. He drops to the ground.
Just make I'll say a strength saving throw for me.
8, 16. For some reason, I thought it was gonna be 18.
That checks out. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. As you pick it up, you're a little worried for a moment, but you almost hear like the frequency that it resonates enter your skull, and you feel content with your ability to swing it around. And so does it.
Sweet. Okay.
So yeah, you may use said hammer.
And officially, I will now lead.
Yes. And from what you know with it, for the time being, its damage is 2d6 plus your strength, and then an additional 1d8 force damage.
Okay, so I just add the 1d8.
Yes.
Cool.
Just so you're aware of what you know for the time being.
Sweet. Alright.
And then, of course, you can use its special effect once per day.
Let's see.
Alright, so we have Maladin in the front. Where are we putting poor old Pugnat?
Oh, Pugnat.
Well, we have 3 people now arguing for last.
We have 2 and then one that's just like watching the 2 be like, no, I'm gonna be in the back. No, I'm gonna be. Pugnat is content with wherever you put him.
Okay, 2 people arguing. Where does he go?
I guess,
Bugnut
guess
should
he'll
go
just go.
third, and this guy should go second, and I should go last.
Okay.
We're really lacking on swingers here.
That is
Maybe
true.
a little bit. Not Lou's not really a baseball guy.
More of a pitcher, so I've heard.
Oh yeah,
Oh god, hold on.
I've heard Maladin swings both ways.
Can it? Why is it? If it could it? Why is he not sitting? Okay, there we go.
No one laughed about me.
No.
I heard you.
Does
Okay.
do we know?
So this is kind of the order we're thinking.
Sure.
Great.
I'm in first, and I think
party-
that's the
Yeah.
only part that matters.
Yes. Okay. So the party may move forward. As you slowly enter the cave, you may continue. You do run into a kind of crossroads. Both you hear the sound of a pickaxe against stone and metal ringing throughout the I don't know what to call them, the hallways before you. Maladin, you do hear one that is relatively close on your right hand side. But the choice is yours. You don't currently see anybody or anything.
Well, I think we should go right. All right, we're going right.
Good talk. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, way
Ooh.
too much.
Yeah.
Forgot I had my
As you
that on 90.
as you proceed forward, you do see standing up against this wall is a young dwarven figure. You think young, but he has a beard. But it does not seem to be graying or anything of that. It seems to be delicate copper colors. Standing in a puddle of green fluid water from the cave, just pickaxing at this wall. Seems to have a lantern that he has, lantern on a stick that seems to be kind of up against this wall right here, illuminating what he's doing. But he does not seem to be paying you any mind, as he is just kind of mindlessly at work at the moment.
I turned back to the group. We were the only ones supposed to be down here, correct?
Thought so.
I have no idea.
All right. I think. Yeah, you just kind of showed up, didn't you? All right. Lou,
Mhm.
I say you assassinate him.
I'm not assassinating a random guy.
I'm going to move out the way. You just notch that arrow.
No.
I'm going to say this one time and one time only in our entire adventure together. I believe in you. Is that convincing enough?
It is ultimately
Touching
up to Lou, but
as touching as that is.
Persuasion check.
Sorry, but what's that?
no, it is up to you. You do feel the heart and soul of Maladin's words, however, as he is distrusting of the creature before you, the human before you.
Oh, creature? Creature, you say that?
The bipedal
all of us
thing.
are creatures.
Hey, how about we try, as touching as that is, Maladin, we could talk to him first.
Fine.
From a distance.
But have the arrow notched.
The arrow is notched. He will notch the arrow.
Okay. What do you say to break the silence
Hello there.
It's that Maladin's new Maladin voice.
You see, he is halfway through his next swing.
My best impersonation of Obi-Wan.
Yeah. And he's about to put the rest of the force into this blow, and he kind of hesitates, not hitting the wall, and kind of puts the pickaxe on his back, turns around slowly, and he says, "Yes."
I wasn't actually expecting a verbal response. Hi. Why are you down here?
Hard day's work. What are
Cool.
you doing down here?
We're clearing out the tunnels, as our job requested us to do.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be down here right now.
Lou says with the arrow aimed at his head.
Yeah.
It's true. He kind of looks over your shoulder, Maladin, at the arrow knocked and ready. And he looks to his left, and he looks to his right. He says, "Well, I don't see a monster here, do you?"
That's what we're determining currently. Do you mind going back up with the rest of the... what essence of short people are we currently working with?
Just say
Or-
minors.
I don't want to say that. That's worse. No. I feel like short people is the
Dwarves.
best description right now.
Dwarves.
Dwarves. Right, we have the gnome with us. Go back upstairs with the rest of the dwarves.
He kind of sighs, and you see that he has a pocket watch by his side that is on a pretty lengthy chain. That he kind of unbuckles and puts about 2 to 3 inches from his face. And he says, "Well, it's mid shift, isn't it? I haven't heard the bell or the magistrate cry out. I think we're kind of in the middle of this, no?"
Well, if he gets on to you about it, we'll deal with it.
Ah, there's no taking the burdens of others here.
Yeah, no. I don't care. We're clearing this place out and you can come back down. Take the lunch break.
Hey, Lou?
Yeah.
What are the chances this guy's a changeling?
You know,
Layla, are you here in
more
spirit?
than 0%.
Zach, can we roll insight or something to see if he might be?
Yeah, go for it.
I refuse to have Maladin do this because he doesn't know what a changeling is.
Lou, does Lou know what a changeling is?
Maybe on like the cusp of your mind.
Maybe he knows that a changeling is like a shapeshifter, you know?
Yeah, you can
be like-
you can muster that. I mean, plus you have technically run into shapeshifters of various sizes thus
Yes.
far.
He's familiar with them as synonyms,
Yeah,
if nothing else.
did real
Yes,
good
yeah.
on the girlfriend.
It's like an insight. What girlfriend?
The one that wanted to know who your mom was and where she lived.
Yeah. The
I think
preacher
it's more
lady.
the mom that, or the one that knew who your mom
Yeah.
was and knew where she lived.
The one that's already met his mom, yeah.
Well, the real one has.
Well, no, the fake one has. The real one didn't know.
Correct.
The real person was like the priestess.
So
The
really,
fake priestess was the one that's like, oh, I know where you live.
and you still didn't know.
Lou has no idea who that woman is. He's never seen that woman in his life.
So roll
Yeah,
for
so-
disadvantage.
Insight if you
Okay, insight.
The cutting
I
out
heard
is
insight.
wild.
Yeah. I'll roll
I
insight.
guess it would be, yeah, or investigation, your choice.
Or, oh.
I guess it would depend on what you're studying of this creature.
I'd like see
Poor is
how
the
it
answer.
moves. Also, that 8, if we can call it an investigation, would be an 11.
Okay.
So poor.
Sarah, what are you wanting to
I
gather
rolled
from this
insight
creature?
and hold on, I forgot what I got. So I got an 11 with insight.
Okay. The physical movements and characteristics of this dwarf before you doesn't seem out of place. And with the very brief knowledge you guys kind of have of the dwarves in this area, it is very time critical and very work based. But nothing is striking you as abhorrently wrong with what he is saying to you. He seems like a very focused individual that, to his knowledge, he hasn't heard anyone call him back, and it's midway through a shift. He says, "Know that the magistrate would not only ream you out, but he would ream me out as well. I haven't even met quota today."
How
Trust him.
about you lie and say that you were attacked by a monster and get the hell out?
I think you're supposed to say that quieter.
How about? uh,
He kind of chimes in and he says, well, what kind of honest man for an honest day's worth would do that?"
an honest man who wouldn't be getting in our way.
I mean, I can stay where I'm at and not move, or
No.
I could do an evaluation of the place, but I can't go back to the surface quite yet.
No. You're the only one down here.
Zach, did
well,
you send
no.
the description of the different caves in the group chat?
Yes, about a month and a half ago.
Yeah, I'm looking for them.
Okay,
I'm on you though.
I do recall saying that.
Oh
He
my
says,
gosh, it's just Maladin Puppet. I keep scrolling, it's just Maladin Puppet.
I wonder who
and
posted
Yeah.
all those.
guess I wasn't clear of this. You do hear other pickaxes further down.
Okay.
And he says, well, no, it's me, and then Jeb's
How many of you are
maybe
there? 7?
currently just the 3 of us.
Ah, see, if you said 7, I'd believe you more.
Oh, ha ha ha.
Why?
No reason. Leave.
Ah, yes, that ancient
Yes.
tale of 7 dwarves and 1 fair maiden.
Who's the fair maiden?
Lou.
No,
Well, I haven't seen any non-working broads in this section of the caverns.
I don't think you can call them that.
sir, how we can't say things like that anymore.
I live in a cave, and you're expecting me to be PC.
Yeah.
You
You
know
live
what
in
one
a
of those are?
But I am truly sorry, friend. I cannot leave. I can stand where I'm at. Go in a corner if you please.
Okay, go in the
Okay.
corner.
Go
Which
and sit in the corner.
Pugnat,
I'm gonna.
go and get the foreman.
which one? Which
The
foreman?
the
George.
no, the one
Are
that
you
hired us.
talking about the guy standing out in the way that just says the word yes or no, or are we talking about
The
one that
magistrate, the
screamed
one
at
that
us?
hired us, the one that screamed at us. That one.
Okay. He will begin to make his way out, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But while Pugnut is kind of seeing his way out, the gentleman in front of you kind of sighs and crosses his arms and just stands there, and he says, well, I don't mean to impede in your your business. It's just what do you where do you want me to go?
Out.
I
Um,
can't go out. I can
Go in
stand
that
in the
tunnel you're
corner.
digging.
That's doable.
You know what? Great idea. We're going to now go through this cave with you in front of us.
No, no. He's. Oh, wait. Yes, yes.
If
I'm a little slow.
that's what you want, yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
We're going to collect the 3 dwarves here. Start moving.
Okay. And he kind of scratches at his chin and begins to walk through this little area of water here.
Speaking of, what is this water? Hold on. What is this water?
It seems to be very dirty, mucky water.
All right. Character in game who is currently in it. What is this?
Sludge.
Melvin, drink it. What's the
No.
flavor profile?
Well, we were digging up ahead and hit what seemed to be a natural water reservoir. But wet boots don't necessarily stop the day's work.
Hmm.
So we'll tolerate it, make our gold's worth, and purchase new ones. Goof
Hmm.
off. You dumbass. Okay, sorry.
So, okay, this
Yes.
mine shaft is unlit torches lead into a cavernous opening. Tape and warnings block the entrance, but the sound of pickaxes echo from deeper down.
Okay. So we know they're here.
Yes.
Shocker.
And as Levi kind of goes around this corner, you do see another dwarf, which you can assume is Jeb he was talking about. That was maybe 30 feet away from him. And he is, let me grab the other token and not zoom in to a random corner of this table. He's about, we'll say here. You can like see the pickaxe kind of
Okay.
flailing in the wall.
Can I lean down and try to glean any idea of what this sludge might be, or if it has any? I don't know. Weird. I don't know how much I could get just from looking at it, sniffing it a little bit. But I got a bad feeling about it.
Sure. We'll say like a nature survival, I would say. Unless you're
Yes.
just trying to perceive like things floating in it or something like that.
No, more than anything, I'm trying to figure out if it's magical, like if it's cursed, or if it's just like asbestos or something.
I guess you could roll for me Arcana if it's a magical based questionnaire.
Your loved one.
Where would you
Yes.
be?
Let's go.
All right, that's a 23 on Arcana.
You do not sense anything innately magical in the water. If
All right.
anything, you kind of look through it and you see that perhaps this is water surrounding like a limestone situation. It smells a bit of sulfur and various minerals.
Okay.
But as to anything nefarious in a magical sense, you're not picking up on anything.
Okay. Can I lick it?
Okay, can I,
If
before
you
that happens, I swear we were playing with Layla, or not Layla, but we're playing with Layla. Can I please investigate this?
how so?
Not the check that one did, so the nature.
Okay, go for it.
20.
With the 20, it is very much so like a limestone reservoir in water. It seems to be kind of murky and smells quite awful.
Okay,
Uh,
Levi?
but it doesn't smell like toxic or caustic, other than the fact that you will be consuming limestone and various other minerals.
All right.
That can't be good for you.
Levi,
No, no, it can't.
I'm pretty sure the water's fine.
Yeah, I'm just making
What
sure.
Oh,
happens if
okay.
you consume limestone?
I mean,
Just like
pretty good.
just touching my tongue to it.
Not like
Can
nothing.
cause various health issues, ranging from mild discomfort to severe poisoning.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
no.
no, I'm just gonna lick it. I just want to see what happens.
Okay, let's see.
Sorry, I was stealing pizza.
It's not a good feeling. As soon as it enters your mouth, you begin to retch a little bit. If you consume a bit, it can cause nausea, vomiting, or mild stomach pain.
No, no, no. I'm not consuming it. I'm touching like 3 drops to my tongue just to see what it is.
It's very gritty and gross.
Ew. All right, guys. I think it's fine.
And a slight burning sensation as well, as it is caustic from what I can tell, but not to a point where you're gonna like step in it and turn into sludge or anything.
Now,
Like
why would
the
you say something
mental-
like that?
Because
Think-
ingesting industrial grade calcium hydroxide, like quicklime, can lead to severe chemical burns in the mouth, throat, esophagus, and stomach.
I could have sworn limestone was a way to filter water.
It
Good.
is
'Cause they
highly
use
alkaline in nature, which causes tissue damage and necrosis.
it in bourbon filtration.
I wonder if that's what happened to Renee's arm.
Doubtful.
Oh no, this is the AI bullshit that Google uses now. So this is specifically calcium hydroxide, but it's highly alkaline in nature. So it can be used as a purifying agent, but
Yeah, that's why I was when you started and it's like, what is the consequence of drinking limestone? And I'm like, nothing. It's used in bourbon
We'll
like
say-
distilleries.
Powdered limestone is a food additive.
yes, in small quantities. So I guess that would be high grade industrial calcium hydroxide. So no, it's gross. We'll
You're
leave it as
tasting muddy water
that.
is what it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll leave it at that. It's not burning your tongue or anything, but it doesn't feel the best.
Okay.
All right, well, that's solved. So we continue to lead them down the way. I've
Yeah,
just realized
I-
why Lou is not moving with us is because Lou has no controller right now.
Yes.
Access to
yeah.
tabletop. So he gets there, and kind of in a stereotypical factory setting, he kind of tries to get Jeb's attention, and after a couple of failed attempts, he just starts shouting, "Jeb, Jeb!" Before you hear the pickaxe stop, him turn around, and he says, "What, man? I feel like there's gold on the inside of this wall here." He says, "Well, we got visitors and they're rounding us up." He says, well, what for? And they kind of have a conversation going back and forth about what you have told them. And he says, well, we can't leave the cave yet. And he says, that's what I told him, but he wants us to kind of group together and stand in a corner while they investigate.
Listen, man, this place is blocked off. I don't even know why you're mining here.
It's a mine shaft. We think there's minerals in here, but okay. Well, I guess we can, but kind of puts a damper in things. But yeah, but the two of them kind of pack up their things and continue moving forward.
Perfect.
They continue to kind of walk off, leaving a pretty heavy drip behind them, a trail, and begin to continue walking forward. I don't like the movement of that. Yep. And they get there, and then like, do you know where Dax went off to? Jeb looks at this dwarf and says, well, not particularly, no. And they kind of confusedly look back and forth. I'm guessing if you kind of like leave them there for a minute to look, eventually Jeb goes down this hallway, looks around, comes back, and he's like, "Well, I don't know exactly where he is, but he's not here."
Your guy's missing.
Against the wall. We need to investigate further.
Okay.
I do appreciate them just following along and not being like, let me see credentials or something.
I know.
You kind of get the sense of it's like, damn, the shit the foreman has scheduled that just impedes our workflow.
That he's
Yeah,
gonna
we're
yell
the,
at
like,
you about
safety
anyways.
extension.
Yeah, you guys are OSHA doing an evaluation, and they're like, dang it, now I gotta
Now my
be
boss
on
is
my
gonna
best
yell
behavior
at
for
you.
like 20 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is gonna be on the safety debrief.
Yeah.
Alright, I look down the hallway. What do I see?
You see what looks like a more concentrated pit of this limestone and everything else. The walls shift from a darker, more earthy tone to almost like gray muck and wet walls. As you see, this pit, which is darker in hue on purpose, seems to be well where this whole water breakout kind of started. But you don't hear any pickaxes or don't see anything from your current point of view.
Hmm. How deep is that?
It goes no water where you're standing in the one before you. Couple inches, and then it's probably knee high, if not more.
Hmm. Well,
Yeah, there's probably a water monster.
where's your friend?
We don't know. He was working down here closer to this pit area, and he's no longer here.
Hate to
Well,
tell you this, your friend has been eaten by a swamp monster.
it's not a swamp.
Classic case of swamp monster if I've ever seen one.
They kind of
Seen one?
give each other glares, and they're just like, highly doubt that weird explanation, but okay.
Well, if you don't think that there's a monster in there and your friend was left here, continue.
Okay.
I feel like a hostage taker right now. I know we're supposed to be the good guys, but I really feel like a hostage taker.
We're not the good guys.
Are we the baddies?
Yeah, they're just standing in the corner, kind of looking at you guys. One of them waist down is dripping as he checked out this pit, and the other one that's been kind of guiding you this whole time.
Oh, I wish we'd kept that fish corpse. We could have lured it out with that fish corpse.
Fish corpse?
The one that Ronaine teleported with.
No, that's one
Yeah.
of the dudes saying.
Oh, okay.
You
I'm
don't
very
worry about it.
confused.
Separate job.
No, same
Not the
job.
same job. Same job.
Different hole.
Listen,
We're not the cleanup crew, so you guys have fun with that.
we have gone through too much in these tunnels. We've lost too many people. You see this group that you see here? Only 2 of us are the original members.
Hello.
Well,
That's not one of them.
well and good, I guess. We seem to be in the same boat then. If Dax has just disappeared and you're saying he got eaten,
Well, I'm not saying that that one is.
I'm pretty sure he got eaten.
are you not all on the same?
No,
Never mind.
no, we're all in different
Well,
books.
I'm
We're,
dead,
we're
so-
never going to be on the same page. We're reading different books at this point.
That's fair.
And you're saying one of them had like waist deep watermark, so he has already investigated the pit.
Yeah, it seemed that he went into the water to kind of investigate further.
Ah, we'll do it again so I can watch this time.
Okay. He kind of makes his way around his compatriot
Hostage
and
taker Maladin.
yeah. Which I don't know the exact
I'm so happy they're just so
nature.
easy going with this. They didn't want to leave the tunnels because it interrupted work, yet we are now just distracting them.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
if you're on official business, then I'm guessing the foreman put you here. Yeah, you watch him kind of it's an awkward process for him. You see him kind of raise his arms and he's kind of doing like a forward shimmy as he pushes his legs back and forth to get further down. And he says, what am I exactly doing in the pit again?"
Look for your friend. Dive.
Oh. Maladin.
Is that
Thought we were trying to minimize
necessary?
casualties.
This feels weird.
This is the first time Alan's ever been the main one to talk.
We should not do this a second time.
This will be the last
Uh,
time.
immediately a hostage situation. Sure. He will, I guess, begin on this wall, and where he is about 4 foot tall, maybe. You do see that arm against the wall, and
I'm about to
trying to push himself
drown.
further. But he looks in this corner. He's like, "Yeah, no decks yet."
Cool.
And he begins to get deeper. Do I have a dice sitting around?
Oh no, Maladin, you killed this guy. You killed him.
I will go grab
Yeah.
him. My shins will get wet and I will grab him.
Oh
Okay.
god. Yeah, he begins to push, and where limestone is notoriously slippery, you do see that his right foot kind of catches and sweeps out his left, and he begins to kind of fumble in the water, stumbling about,
This is a ruse.
struggling.
Well, I would like for Lou to have my back here, but... Is he underwater yet? Is he drowning, or is he just struggling to walk?
It's kind of a panic situation, where he can't catch his footing, and he kind of attempts to swiftly stand back up, but where the wall rocks itself are still very slick. It's almost like a falling in snow, trying to not fall in snow situation. So yes, he is struggling quite profusely.
Do you know how to swim?
I'm a dwarf that lives in the mountain. No.
All right, Maladin, you're gonna have to get him. We know what happens when I try to save people from the water. They're not too appreciative.
He might be. Go for it.
No.
I feel like someone should. Like now.
I'm going to get captured
Yes.
by a sea monster.
Make for me a, we'll say, acrobatics.
Ah, there it is. Nat 20!
Nice. Okay, so you begin to, with no issue on the slope ahead of you, kind of make your way down. It is difficult terrain.
So I was at the start, I can walk 30, so right here.
Okay, sounds good. He struggles for a minute. He'll make another check. He begins to kind of succeed a little bit more than the last roll of a 5, but not make much more use of what he has been given.
Okay, move closer.
Okie dokie.
I assume he's
can
not
I get-
within grabbing reach.
Yes.
Another acrobatics.
I will say yes, as he is kind of struggling. Kind of like you know how in, well, I don't know if this
Oof,
is known
9.
knowledge or not.
Well, people who drown typically will push other
Yes.
people away, just or like either
I-
try to use them as leverage. Yeah.
Yes, he accidentally pushes you down with him.
It is
Can I get
it is actively better
initiative
to.
from everybody?
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
not again. Please don't make me have to dive in there and save Melton. We
Yes.
can't be doing this again.
In cases of saving drowning people, it is actively better to get behind them and grab them than get in front of them because they will push you down.
I got
Yes.
4 on initiative.
All right, I'll enter that. Lou,
Lou
if you wouldn't mind.
got a 9. Yahtzee.
Maladin
Nice.
with the 14.
What is your initiative?
Mine?
Yeah, what's your initiative
0.
bonus? 0?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yikes.
As this individual accidentally begins to push you under with it, your head goes under, and through this murky space, you almost see a unique crimson-colored blob at the bottom of this cave-in, and it strikes at you.
Tragic. Can I discern whether
Uh,
he's pushing me under willingly or not?
Go ahead and make an insight check for me.
Well, I have no idea. I'm very confused.
I make an insight as someone who's seeing this from a different perspective.
Yes, from the person who's seeing it around the corner.
Funnily enough, he rolled a natural 1.
Let's go!
The firmness of his hands and the downward pushing motion on your shoulders, you do believe that he is helping push you underneath.
I will note that if
but-
I can ever get a breath.
Yeah, but you
And
notice.
Lou? He can't tell. He's an idiot.
No, because Maladin is currently submerged.
Oh, yeah.
So this weird fluid-like entity reminded you of oozes you have fought in the past. That went well. Sends out 2 pseudopods towards you. So first one is 20 to hit.
It does.
Okay, so the initial burst against you does 21 points of damage.
Holy crap.
It rolled exceptionally high on that. And then as this pseudopod hits you, bludgeoning damage, you feel parts of the ooze kind of form around your armor and make connection with your skin. And almost like frying your nerves, you take an additional 8 psychic damage.
Ugh. Do my psychic resistance help at all?
Yes, it does.
Cool. This is
you
the
will
first
take-
time we've done this.
Yeah.
Yay.
Half damage if you have psychic resistance. As that is happening, you guys kind of see the dwarf ahead of you begin to keyhaul towards you. So he's going to move 5, 10, 15. Who is that in front of him? That is Levi.
Was Lou still holding the arrow like I told him to?
Yeah, Lou's still holding the arrow.
If you wish to fire on someone that is running towards you two, go for it.
You know, if you feel like it.
Hey, talking as a free action. Hey man, stop. Stop.
He doesn't seem
Stopping?
to be. Have you guys seen the second Terminator movie where the Terminator is made out of fluid?
Yes, obviously. Goat movie.
So stealth face, not saying anything in the most form you have ever seen a dwarf run on a mission. It is just charging straight at you.
Yeah, Lou's gonna hit that guy.
I will send a clip, and if anyone's worried about spoilers, it's not really spoilers.
Is Lou gonna hit this guy? That's a 14 to hit.
No.
Oh, mother. Okay. I'm guessing I don't get my second attack.
I will say no.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've rolled it in the past.
Yeah, I know, and I keep forgetting.
Uh, we'll say yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah. Very much so. Thank you, Chase, for pulling that up for me.
Okay, that's a 21 to hit.
Okay, so that does indeed hit.
And that is going to be 11 damage.
Okie dokie. So let's see, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. No resistances. Okay. You watch the arrow sink into him, and as it connects, it kind of pierces him and then loses momentum as if traveling through a heavier or more dense material. As he reaches you, Levi, you watch him kind of bend his knees, and the entire top half of this dwarf's body shifts into a crimson goo and juts out at you.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay, well first I need to know if it hits.
Most definitely in the worst way possible.
Cool. What happens if I absorb elements this?
Saying that it's not an element, probably nothing.
Oh, you can't, like,
It's not a
burn
certain type
the
of damage?
goo?
It's bludgeoning and then psychic.
Ooh. Is it a physical attack? Can I counterspell it?
It is a melee weapon attack.
Ooh, and I'm guessing shield also does nothing against that.
Shield would.
If it beats, what's your current AC?
It's possible my current AC might be 11.
Holy
Then it
crap.
is incredibly impossible that
Mm,
you would be able to block a 27.
Okay, that's true. I think I'm about to die. Well, let's see what happens.
oh no.
Okay, so you take an initial 19 points of damage,
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
followed by. Sorry, I had to clear everything. 15 points of psychic.
Mm-hmm. This is immediately very bad, actually.
And as a third, we'll say attack, you feel the ooze that is against your chest, Maladin, begin to kind of, with the nerve endings that it has made contact with, kind of infiltrate you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, good lord. $11.
Okay.
Shit.
Callie, by the way, I
Okay,
need that. I need that on verbal recording.
No. No thanks.
Considering what
Okay,
I
this
said
thing-
earlier, I need that on verbal recording.
Okay. So what I
So-
said in chat was Lou's never doubting Maladin again. But I also said don't quote him on that because he didn't say that.
Thank you.
So I am now realizing that this thing might be way too overtuned.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is where the
Possibly.
party wipe happens.
Let me look at this real quick, and I might switcheroo here.
What was the wisdom
That's-
save I was supposed to be?
A DC 18.
Ooh, with my
Um,
plus 0.
Yeah, so we're hold on, guys. We're switching this up because that would not feel like a good.
I get to play
Yeah.
Nero or Roy Mustang, whichever one I decide.
BRB.
That is just absolutely not fair to you guys.
I think
So-
Lou would maybe lose his mind if Maladin said the first nice thing he's ever said to Lou and then immediately dies because Lou wanted to talk things out first.
Lou wanted him
Yeah.
to go save the guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna switch this up a bit.
Who knows?
Um,
Maladin still might die. Granted, he didn't take as hefty of a hit as the other one.
So instead of an important amount, that's a little bit better. You're gonna take 21 points of psychic damage.
Me?
The other one was like 56, and I was like, no, that would have
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Okay.
flat out murked him.
So is 21 taking into account the resistance or no?
That is without resistance.
Cool.
So it would be 10, 11.
All right.
And you are considered memory drained.
Oh,
Oh, no,
great.
like
I'm
Lou?
like the other one now.
So you must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from any ability or attack roll you make. So it's basically Bane, if you know what that does.
No.
Okay, so anytime you make an ability check or an attack roll, you're going to subtract a d4 from the roll.
Disgusting.
I'm back.
But with that, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm still drowning, right?
Correct, yes.
I assume this is now going to be a strength check to get out of said hold.
So you have any amount of minutes underwater, which seems insane, up to your Constitution modifier. And whenever you cast a spell while drowning, it takes a minute away.
Cool. So what I'm hearing is I finally get to use my new spell, which is if I could quit zooming out on tabletop for some reason, because these shouldn't be attached when I'm doing this. So how do we feel about Rhymes binding ice? Self within a cone, 30 feet out.
Okay.
I don't know what a vial of meltwater is. That just sounds like I got a ice cube and let it melt into a vial.
That sounds about right, yeah. If you have your arcane focus or something like that eats that anyway, as long as it doesn't have like a gold cost attached to it.
Okay. Yeah, is there any way I can get... Where is the red blob in relation to me?
Yeah, let me go ahead and add that because I did forget to do so. Is this thing size? Medium. So we'll say it's like right here.
Cool. Would me launching a cone right now do anything to hit both?
I will say you can arc it in a way where it does.
Cool. We're going to cast that real quick.
Okay.
So each creature in that cone is going to make a Constitution save.
Okay. So the first con save is a 12.
All right.
And the second one is a 10.
Cool. Both get hit by that because it's a con save of
Okay.
14.
Gotcha.
So let's see. Failed save, creature takes 3d8 cold damage. Let me go ahead and roll that.
Okay.
So that's a lot. 21.
21 to each?
21 to both.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Is hindered by ice formation for 1 minute.
Okay.
Or until another creature within reach of it uses an action to break away the ice. Its speed is reduced to 0.
Okay.
And that's it. If they were successful, they would have just taken half damage.
Okay.
Alright. Can I now move away?
I will say go ahead and make me an athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
We're going to do athletics. For an 8.
You are unable to break free of the dwarven grasp.
Okay.
And as you're pulling away, you notice that its hands are kind of suctioned to you, and the more you pull against it, the more the hands deform into just like clay clasps around your arms.
The Bane effect does not affect damage number, correct?
No, but it would have affected that ability if it mattered.
If it mattered.
Yeah. So it's only the attack roll and then ability roll.
Cool. All right. Pain. We're going to do. There's. I don't think this actually stops them from being hindered by the ice, hopefully. Yeah, or until it or another creature within reach use an action to break away the ice. Would me using the hammer break away the ice?
Depends on what part of the hammer. If
Well,
you're just swinging at it, probably not.
I was going to say the concussive force, which probably would.
It also takes an action to do that.
Yes, but I still have action surge back, which is why I was asking.
Let's see. So it would knock them prone. Are they able to go prone? No. Which is a little bit of DM knowledge you're not supposed to have. But the bludgeoning damage would still go through.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Assuming it doesn't
Okay.
break. I'm worried about breaking the ice. That's what I was worried about. So we'll use the maul.
Gotcha. So let's see. Gotta read on something. Oh, are you hitting them or are you using the special effect, the shockwave?
What does the shockwave use?
It's just a strength check they have to make.
Oh, okay. Is that an attack roll or is that a special thing?
It's a special thing. So, well, it takes an action, but it's a special thing.
Okay, I didn't know if I could use the extra attack with that.
No.
Then yeah, we'll forget about that 23 for now.
Okay. So let's see. Are you proficient in strength?
Very. Exceptionally
Okay.
so.
So let's see. I'll roll this. So that's a failure on one.
So
and
my
a
strength modifier is
success
plus
on
4,
one.
by the way.
Gotcha. So you feel like as this thing sucked away at your memory, it had learned something about your history that has made it more resilient. You see that it kind of strengthens through this effect, similarly to how you yourself think you would. So one succeeds. So go ahead and roll 2d6 for me.
Snake eyes!
Oh no. So one succeeded, has no effect. The other one takes 2 damage.
That would have been better just swinging the hammer like normal.
Maybe so.
And that's my turn.
All right, Lou, you're next.
All right. So Lou is gonna actually hit the one that's got Maladin under.
You would have to walk through someone's face, which I don't think
Ah,
you're able to do.
crap. Okay, Lou's
Maladin
gonna
is
back up a
pretty
little.
separated.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. I was gonna
How
back
much?
up as far as he reasonably can.
Okay.
Bye, Levi.
No, don't worry. This is a good thing.
Do you also have the ice?
What ice?
Never mind.
Hold on. Wait, no, what ice? I wasn't listening.
My entire turn.
Did you create ice?
Yes.
Oh. Maybe.
All right,
All right,
Lou.
Lou, you have successfully walked all the way to the end of this tunnel.
Okay, and then he's gonna shoot the shit out of that thing.
All right.
So don't pay attention to that because I'm going to use my my precision attack
Okay.
So that adds 1d8 to the roll.
Okay.
So that's a 17 to hit.
17 does indeed hit.
Perfect. That's 10 damage.
Okay.
Hit again with the 22 to hit.
That hits.
9 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my action surge. Hit again. 21 damage and...
Oh, it's a 21 to hit, correct?
21 to hit. I'm funny. And that's going to be a... hold on. It's going to be a distracting strike,
Okay.
which I get to add more damage.
Okay.
So I'm adding, we're adding 1 more damage, but
Okay.
also, the next attack roll against the target by an attacker other than me has advantage if the attack is made before the start of my next turn.
Okay. Is that considered any form of condition?
I don't think so. It doesn't say anything about a condition. It just says
Okay, it doesn't say creatures with X
no.
are immune or okay. Good to know.
It doesn't say
Just making sure.
anything like that. Yeah.
Good.
It's a special action. And then my last attack will be a 28 to hit,
That hits.
and that is going to be 12 damage.
Okay.
And that will be the end of my turn.
All right. Looking fairly hurt.
Hell yeah.
And if that is your turn, up next is Levi.
I need 1 second to restart Tabletop Simulator. 'cause
I
had to
did.
noticed.
restart my computer because I couldn't type. And I don't know why, because my keyboard was working. I can move around, but anytime I tried to type, it was like, no, we're not actually going to type.
I will be right back.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Okay, it's booting up. But I think I know what I'm going to do with my turn.
Okay.
Just to clarify, wait, okay, I can't not cast 2 spells in the same turn. Can I cast a spell and a cantrip in the same turn? Because I think I can
Yes.
do that.
Yes.
Oh.
It's as long as they don't have a level you can cast alongside a spell.
Awesome. Can I cast 2 cantrips?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm not going to, but
Okay. Clarification is always good though.
yeah. Do. Okay, and Lou, did Lou just give me advantage on this?
You think so, yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Incredible, even. And we do not do components only, like if there's a price for it, right?
Correct. As long as it's not a price or it says consumed, you should be good.
I'm gonna continue to ask that every single time.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. I want to cast Lightning Bolt.
Okay.
I'm a little worried, so I'm only going to cast it at a 3rd level.
Okay. Is it a dex save on its part, or is it an attack roll?
It is a dex save on its part of 15. But specifically, I don't want it to touch the water.
Okay. Maladin, do you have proficiency in dex saving throws?
It shouldn't go to him. It's a straight line
I
forward.
I am aware.
No.
Okay.
You do not. Okay. I'm asking for a magical reason. I
Oh.
rolled an 8 total.
Okay. Then it takes full damage.
Nice.
What did I say? 3rd level? Yeah. Do. That's a lot of ones. 21 damage.
Nice. Takes 21 lightning damage.
Okay. Now I really
Welcome back.
don't want opportunity. Welcome back. Give me 1 second. I might need to DM about something.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta DM about something.
Okay.
I should have done something different. Darn.
That would be correct.
Cool.
I just sent a more formal explanation of what I just
Okay.
said. Because there is one case in which what I said was incorrect, so I wanted to specify before it became anything. That one I'll have to look at. Hold on.
Okie dokie. I might can help.
Yeah. So I think. Yeah. If I do.
Wait, Chase, say something real quick. I'm sorry. I think I've got audio issues. Okay, no. We're good. Sorry, I saw Zach's audio thing moving, but didn't hear anything.
Yeah, no, that's just his mic picking
That's
random stuff up.
yeah. That's on my
That's
end.
fine. Okay.
And I don't know what causes it. I think my mic is still picking up activity and telling Discord I'm trying to do something. But then the sound buffering is like no.
Okay.
The mic is like, okay, he's not talking, let us trigger the mic. He is talking, let's cut it off now.
Yeah. Love not forgetting how to spell a word.
Oh yeah, I found out I might be dyslexic.
How do you figure that
Thought we
out at
already
this
knew
point of
this.
life? Yeah.
Well, realized maybe me being really tragically
Yes.
bad isn't spelling, and also I found out some of my family is.
I thought we already knew this.
I didn't tell these guys. I know, look, I'm almost certain I am with numbers because being a cashier was tragic for me. I was struggling every day. Not every day. Some days were better than others.
Mm.
But then I don't know. I can't picture words in my head. If you spell a word out to me, I cannot picture it.
Really?
It's really bad, man. I'll tell you what, as an adult, that's embarrassing. It's also really
No,
fun.
it's not. Listen,
mean-
I have a friend. No,
What do you mean by
I
picture
can't
the
say
word
that.
in your head?
Like, if someone were to spell out, like, I don't know, bear's easy, that's 4 letters. But, like, 6-letter word, I would struggle to figure out what it was.
So kind of a fun nature fact regarding that train of thought. It is a well-known phenomenon in the engineering field that when you're studying 3D imaging, you can accidentally give yourself dyslexia because what dyslexia is you like taking the word and viewing it from different viewpoints in your head sometimes and causing issues that way. So people who study 3D graphics and stuff, if they twist the word up too much, then their brain starts doing that for everything, and it causes a pseudo dyslexia.
Are you telling me watching Winx Club as a child gave me dyslexia?
Yeah.
If you
Oh.
studied the word spinning, then maybe.
You know,
If your
I don't-
brain, it happens.
I think mine is probably genetic, but that's really cool to know.
Did you
Yeah,
watch
I
cartoons
just thought I would add
upside down?
Yeah, probably.
Then maybe.
Hopefully that answered your question.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's all good. I like the creative train of thought, so I want to give you something without
Thank you.
making it like insane. If that
Appreciate
makes sense, because it is indeed a
Yeah.
cantrip.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I want to do then.
Okay. Go ahead and say how Levi does this.
All right. I'm using the ice trick. I like that idea that I definitely saw through solid rock. I
Mhm.
want to make like a makeshift ice shield Elsa style to keep this guy away from me as I back away and try to run past Lou.
Okay, so using the cantrip Shape Water, with a flick of your hand, you kind of pull a good amount of water off of the floor in front of you, and then with a pulse, freeze it in place just long enough to begin to run away. You see the legs of a dwarf and the top of an ooze attempt to strike at you with disadvantage as an attack of opportunity. And it rolled double 19s. So that's a total of 26 to hit.
Wait. Oh, okay. Well, can't shield that.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
No, we're good. I need more reactions. That's on me.
So you will take 6 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and
I can live.
then 5 points of psychic.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just let's see. Let me find
On
my
the
tab.
ground.
Nope. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Thank you. Actually, that diagonal was just 5. I'm going this way.
Okay.
Why are you running behind me?
Because being in front of you is getting me killed.
I
What are you
swear
gonna do from all the way over there?
I swear it's like Layla's here in spirit.
Is that all of your turn?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. So top of the order, we'll start with Maladin. Well, actually,
Bleh.
no. I'll get movement just so I don't have to think about it. We'll call it dwarf legs, and you'll know which one I'm talking about. Dwarf legs is going to begin to sprint down this hallway yet again.
gosh, dang it.
25. And then one attack will go to you, Lou. Which is a 12 to hit.
That misses. Awesome.
I think I'm gonna switch it up and says it does it again on you, actually. Seeing that the first one failed.
Mercy. It's beautiful.
And that's a total of a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For 10 points of bludgeoning damage,
Alright.
followed by 3 points of psychic.
Dog, what
Okay.
what a fix to the damage output you had for these guys originally.
Well, okay, I'll do this just to show, and it was a little bit too much to switch entirely. Hold on.
No, these things were swinging for the moon and back. Now it's like
Ugh.
3 psychic.
Yeah, so I switched it from an elder of this creature to an adult.
Okay.
The elder. Where's the thing? Where's the action? Okay. It's still a +7 to hit, but the damage goes from 4d6 plus 3, and then 4d6 psychic, which we can still use because I mean Lou hasn't been hit if you want to. To 1d6 plus 4, and then 2d4.
What a jump. Holy crap.
Yes. And then when I rolled earlier for the strike against you, it was going to do like 56 damage on the
Oh my god.
eat memories, which would be insane. Maladin, I need you to make me another wisdom saving throw.
Joyous day, Kalu Kalei. Ooh, that's a 7.
Okay, so you take.
Hold on.
Yep, go ahead.
It is a 1 with the -4. Or the -3.
Okay. So you take 22 points of psychic damage, halved to 11.
Alright.
And now, instead of a d4 being subtracted, it is a d6,
Bleh.
as you feel more memories being siphoned away from you.
I'm
But
going to
then
be
it is your turn.
I'm going to be the amnesiac of the group.
Well, we'll just have a group of amnesia.
Yay. Alright. Well, we are going to, I think, personally. Do I have to follow up directly with this? Hold on. So we're going to use a cantrip. We're gonna use
Okay.
Toll. We're gonna use Toll of the Dead for obvious reasons
Yes.
against the big thing.
All right.
So
what is that?
Wisdom save,
A wisdom save.
which it's consuming my brain through wisdom, so this may not work out. Period.
Do you have proficiency with wisdom saves?
No.
No. Okay, then no, it does not change anything. That's a 3.
So it fails because the wisdom save's a 14.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take 2d12s because it's already damaged for 16.
Nice.
Because I used the cantrip first, I now get to swing.
Okay.
And that is...
Yeah, I've crossed the halfway mark.
Oh, yeah. That's a 14 to hit the dude next to me.
Was that with a d6?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said it was a what now?
14 overall.
A
Post.
14 just hits.
Cool. For 8 damage.
Okay.
I'm now going to teleport away with Misty Step.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Because I'm tired of being underwater and drowning. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll be here around the corner instead of being out in the open for that thing to charge me.
Okay.
And also, that's actually as far as I can go.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, yeah. That is within a spot I can see. Could I see that through the water?
I would say, yeah, why not?
Okay, thank you. Listen,
I'll give it to you.
They're not
You are-
swinging at me, so shield does nothing.
Yeah.
All right, that's my turn. Hold on, actually,
All
before
right.
before we end my turn,
Uh-huh.
we're gonna do a short rest.
I don't think you can do that in combat. Are you talking about second wind?
Sorry, second wind, which I got back via the short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a nap in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, he's like, you guys deal with these
I'm
losers,
tired.
Hey, you
just
never
sleep
know.
off."
You never know what happens if it drains your memory too much. So, good call.
All right. Well, that's my turn.
All
Maybe
right.
this is how Lou got amnesia.
Up next is Lou.
It's like, hey guys,
All
do
right.
you remember me?
Yeah, I remember you. You're that gay guy that we traveled.
The memories we
The
took from
true
you were quite
cure
traumatic to us.
homosexuality.
Okay, Lou's gonna roll with disadvantage. At this guy in front of him.
Okay.
That's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
9 damage.
Alrighty, he takes 9.
Okay, I'm gonna use precision strike
Okay.
to turn this 11 into a 17.
A 17 hits.
And that is a cool 10 damage.
Nice.
And I guess I'm going to just sit here and call that my turn.
All right. Levi.
Yes.
How are we doing?
Not well. She really incredibly bad. However, I need to message you again.
Okay.
Yeah. Ow. Son of a... It wasn't funny.
So
I've never heard of anyone doing it, and I've never done it. Do we think root beer is gonna make me throw up when I've been drinking bourbon?
I think you should try it.
Yeah, only one way to find out.
It feels like a weird combination. Not to like mix, but to just have mixed in my stomach eventually.
I mean, it's root beer. It's not like,
It's not actual beer.
yeah. I think the carbonation might help your stomach. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. Google, you always have the answers for me. Is it bad to drink root beer after drinking limestone water? Because of my previous search.
That seems important to know.
That's great.
Ooh, it might affect how quickly you feel the effects of the alcohol. Thank you, AI. Oh, I can get drunk faster. That's dangerous. That's not really the point of I was going for here. I just enjoyed the taste of root beer and I just have some.
Can you send me the wording for that, Sarah?
Yeah. It'll just be 1 second because I got open Discord on my PC.
No worries.
And I need my new mouse to work because
He's scheming.
screw it. You're getting a whole screenshot.
Okay,
Sorry, I got angry.
you're all good.
Thank you. It's like
So it says,
Huh?
I'll type it out just to not spoil anything.
Okie dokie.
I may
He was
go.
gonna stab
I'm-
Lou in the back.
I may also grab one of the Dr. Peppers that I have.
Now will Dr. Pepper mess your stomach up? Or make you get drunk too fast?
It's the same effect. People were commenting that you should mix it, and that wasn't necessarily my intent.
Okay.
Well, it depends on two things. First of all, carbonation, and second of all, sugar content. I cannot recommend using root beer.
Apparently, it's a good combo. I'm ignorant when it comes to mixing, because straight, but
Huh?
I drink bourbon straight. I was commenting
Oh,
on orientation.
Okay.
Hitting the straight people don't drink mixed drinks. I'm like, huh? Okay.
Does a nat
Lou,
20?
Lou would absolutely drink the fruity mixed
Please
drinks.
declare what you're doing.
Lou will
I'm
drink
hitting
anything
a
that tastes good.
fire.
There's
Okay,
two.
so you're firebolting the creature.
There's two
Yes.
separate conversations going on.
And you said it was what, a 20 to hit?
Nat 20 to a 27.
That does indeed hit, yes.
Do I get to roll crit damage?
You do indeed, yes.
Excellent.
It should auto apply.
It did.
Cool.
14.
14 fire damage, good.
Having really rough rolls today, but that's fine because I'm going to cast a 4th level magic missile.
It's alright. When Maladin
Okay.
dies, he'll show you what a true pyromancer can do.
Okay.
And then we're gonna have no front line.
Is 4th level 6 darts?
So first level's 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Yeah. Because each
Cool.
level adds a dart.
Okay. Let me. Okay. 64.
6d4,
Yes.
not 64.
Oh, I wish. 16 damage total with magic missile.
Okay.
We're swinging
Right.
for
So
the
you guys
fences
see
here.
Levi cast a firebolt and hit this thing. And then almost with a burst of magic that is quicker than most you have seen, instantaneously kind of flick their hands and with a bonus action cast magic missile.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are going to see this one.
Retreat.
Which space are you in, Maladin? Are you in this one?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. This thing is going to run down the hallway.
Now, I do believe I do take an opportunity attack.
Is opportunity attack with melee or ranged?
That should be with everything, right? Because I'm in melee range.
me check just to make sure. Sorry that I'm rule lawyering
No,
the
that's
entire time
fine.
we've been
I
back.
mean, technically, the opportunity attack comes in at the disengage, because otherwise, how would a melee swinger hit anybody? So yeah,
He's using action, bonus action, reaction.
I think it's just general. I think
Reaction to make one melee attack with a weapon or unarmed strike against a provoking creature. The attack occurs right before the creature leaves your reach.
okay, never mind. I figured you would just be rolling with disadvantage.
Could I make an improvised weapon attack with
With the
straight
arrow.
up can I punch it with an arrow?
I could say you can roll an unarmed attack and then it's piercing damage instead of bludgeoning.
Yeah, that's fine.
As you can only exert your fist force damage to it.
Oh, I will ask. Can I use a cantrip, or is that a no? Can I
No.
use magic? Because I do have a
So
cantrip.
you cannot
Okay,
because you do not have the Warcaster feat.
that's okay. That's fine. That's fair.
Warcaster allows you to use any spell in lieu of a melee attack.
Oh, cool.
Also gives you advantage on concentration saves. So it makes it harder to break specific
Yeah.
spells.
Okay, well, Lou will take an unarmed strike. There's a 15 to hit,
Okay.
and that's a flat. We'll say piercing. That's 3 piercing damage.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think a 15 hits.
I
It,
had a 14 hit earlier.
yeah, I'm gonna say it
If-
should.
If you did, then yes. Okay, fine.
My
Yeah.
my 14 hit.
Yeah,
so you
what is
said, what,
this?
it's where I'm
Favoritism.
using 2 stat blocks. I was going to get it the same AC as you.
Heh
but I don't
heh.
remember. Okay, so you said 3 damage?
Yes.
Okay. My apologies on that. Things are a little bit rocky as no one expected the first thing to be that powerful.
Yeah.
15, 20, 25.
It turns the corner, it sees Paladin, shocked. Unless they're a
You see
hive
that-
mind based system.
As it has been running towards you, you see that it has kind of shifted its form, and as it grows back, it looks a little bit more like a Githyanki.
Ooh, yeah, I think it's a hive mind based system, guys.
And it's going to hit you with a 24 to hit.
Wow, perfectly where I can't shield. That's tedious.
That is unfortunate. For 7 points of bludgeoning. And then half of the psychic damage would be 3.
So 2?
No, yeah, I already halved it. 3.
Okay.
6 total, sorry. I'll let you apply that from now on.
Let's go.
Second hit. It's an 18.
It doesn't hit.
Nice.
I don't even need a shield for that one.
Then I need a wisdom saving throw.
I'm going to lose more memories. 19, never mind, I get them back.
Is that with the d6?
Ooh, great question. The answer to that is no. 18.
You make it. Good job. As the ooze does not seem to seep through your armor and connect with you. But this thing is standing in your way.
Cool. Is it my turn or are the other two things gonna start doing stuff?
It is your turn.
Oh, sweet. Toll of the Dead. Because we
All
love
right.
this spell.
So wisdom save, I believe.
Yep.
Rolled a 5.
Let's go. You're gonna take 2 d12s. You annoyance.
Nice.
Wow. 21.
That's a good bit of damage.
And then we're gonna swing the maul at it.
Alrighty.
No, we're not. All right. Well, that's a 10 without doing the reduction. So never mind.
No.
Well, I just stare at him. Because I'm not getting in Lou's firing range.
Oh, come on. Lou's never hit you before.
Technically,
With that, it will be
I think you're
Lou's
right.
turn.
All right. Lou's gonna shoot it again.
Whoa, no way.
I know, right? He never does that.
Who would have
Dear
thought? Do you have the fire
God.
arrow this time?
I mean, I thought I used my fire arrow today, but maybe I'm wrong. I thought I used it the same day. But I can't really remember.
If it's same day, I'm pretty sure you did use it for a vengeance kill earlier, so yes.
Yeah,
You've
it's
used
per
it.
day. Okay. Anyways, that's a 17 to hit.
That hits. Real quickly, Maladin, do you remember how much damage it just did to you?
I can check.
It was 3 psychic, and then I forgot what the other one was.
I think 10 overall, because I was at 35 earlier.
Go ahead and give yourself that back.
The 10 back?
So I forgot, this thing has aversion to fire. So where it took fire damage, you see that its oozing form is kind of bubbling and sizzling. It was supposed to have disadvantage on that attack.
Oh, cool.
So I'm going to omit it as...
Well, you can also just roll the attack again, and if it's lower than my AC, then... Because I'm not going to post the shield.
No worries. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Just take the health back. But yes, a 17 hit. How much damage? My apologies.
Did you have a -4 or D4 attribute to your attack rolls, Lou?
Why would I
No.
do -4?
I didn't know if you had gotten the brain
12
drain
damage.
effect.
My apologies. I had to read a hit back in chat.
No, I didn't get brain drained.
Okay,
Nope.
just making sure.
Lou's brain is
Already
weirdly
drained.
in tip-top shape today.
They go to drain it and they can't find anything.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's like the brain sucker. Oh. But anyways, that is 12 damage.
Yes.
Is that what you call mind flayers?
No, I'll explain later.
Okay.
It's a thing.
Maladin is
It's a
oddly
thing that-
agreeable at this point after having half of his brain sucked away.
Okay. Alright, that's a nat 20.
Nice.
So Lou's gonna hit this thing again for 18 damage.
Awesome. As the arrow flies through the air, it strikes this thing, and you see it kind of where the arrow punctures its already decrepit oozing form. It just kind of gets separated into dense fluid across the walls. As it is dead.
Maladin looks at it, it was there, and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
Lou's gonna give him a thumbs up.
It started giving itself your face, and then it blew up. So
Maladin will peek around the corner and wave and be like, "It's actually me."
Yeah, Lou's gonna give him a thumbs up and run towards there. He's gonna run 30 feet up to get more in line with the other crap that's up there.
Well, I have them trapped in
So-
ice, I think. Turns around and checks.
From
Yeah,
your
probably
point of
need
view,
to
I
deal
don't
with that.
know if you can see them.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. Is that
Wait,
Lou's
what's
turn?
that red one ahead of me?
It's the
That's
dead
the
one that
one you
got
just
pinned against the
killed.
wall.
Okay. Awesome.
What red one?
Yeah.
You're not in this episode.
What is that from?
That is from Chowder.
Okay.
It's when he's talking to what is it, Professor Mogdal or whatever his name
The
was.
professor, he's the cook. he's
Yeah,
his
but you know
boss.
Yeah. But then the wife steps in and tries to give him an order, and Chowder goes, "No, you're not in this episode." Then she ceases to exist. She blinks
I'm
out.
pretty sure that's where
So
he's
fun.
having sleep delusions.
I don't think it was that. I think it was just like a cut from
It
like
might
a
be.
making fun of
It's
it
been
video.
so many years since I watched Chowder.
I think it was a normal episode that ended up happening in as like a little joke. I'm gonna look it up while we decide what the rest of you guys are doing.
Well, I
You
don't
probably
know.
need to attack the other things because they're still alive, right?
Well, yeah, I assume currently though it's Levi's turn, and Levi, I suspect, is not going to be joining us.
Is it my turn?
I believe so.
If Lou has done
5,
their movement
10,
and swings,
15, 20, 25, 30.
so 25.
No. Give me 1 second. I need to see if I can do anything that isn't dying.
Oh, you too?
Wait, what's happening? Oh, okay.
Lou's doing great, honestly.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that.
I like how you
what else
drew a
is-
Lou's inventory system.
Yeah, thank you. Do you like it?
Was that all of Levi's turn?
Almost.
Wait,
Okay.
why does
I
Lou
need
look like
to-
that one Pokemon from Black and White? Hold on, I'll get it.
Which one?
I'll go get
Of
it.
the mouth?
No, the hair.
The hair?
Yeah, it's a grass type. Hold on.
Oh no.
I do like that though, by the way.
Thank you.
What's the weird cheetah print T-shirt?
Okay, it's chainmail. I'm just bad at drawing chainmail.
Okay.
But noted for when I edit this out of embarrassment that it looks like cheetah print.
I did not mean it rudely.
You
I was
know
No,
just
but
Lou's
this
got
is-
some cheetah print. You know
No,
he
he
does.
doesn't have cheetah print chainmail armor. No.
I was just making sure I wasn't missing something.
I'm going to cast mirror image on myself.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
Sadie's making fun of me now, guys.
So with
I
with
can
that, Levi now has, I believe it's 3 swirling images of himself.
Yes.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Maladin.
Give me a second. I found it. I'm gonna throw it in chat. That one.
Oh no, you're right. No.
That's
what have
pretty
you
funny.
done?
Oh, you're right.
Whimsicott. Or Whimsicott? Whichever one.
Whimsicott.
Alright.
Single listener at home. I'm sending it to you now.
1, 2, 3. Do I see them there?
You see a pool of fluid.
Guys. I've made a mistake. A terrible, terrible mistake.
Maladin, what did you do?
They're gone.
Oh, Maladin.
Do I know how deep this water is?
At least 4 feet.
Oh, so what you're telling me is if I just aim like via center. Hold on, let me make a line.
Let me make this a little bit easier. You do see chunks of weird goo
So if I aim
floating
through that
disembodied
way,
in the lake.
cool. If I aim that way with the ice,
You would cover the whole thing.
perfect.
Everything inside that is dead. There is nothing else there.
Okay, I'm confused on that when you say that makes me think that the encounter's over, and I'm not sure.
You would be correct.
They
It's just you did not have line of sight of that pool to confirm nor deny. No, with
Okay.
the one falling, all 3 of them have fell.
Oh, it was actual hive mind system.
It was all
One entity.
simulacrums created by the gigantic one.
And the simulacrums deal damage to the.
Correct. They are considered a part of it and therefore take up a tangible space and can use its capabilities.
Ah. We're gonna rhymes ice it anyways.
Do you want me to go?
Sure.
Oh, do I have an extra bottle to collect the goo?
Do you?
Oh, I really want it, but I don't. I think I used my last bottle to collect like some sort of weird monster blood last time.
I need another. What do you call that art style? Because I want to say chibi, but it's not.
It is chibi. I'd say. I'd say it's some form of chibi.
Okay, I would say
Maybe it's more like
a-
Animal Crossing.
I need a chibi art of like Lou with his arms stretched out at a wagon or like a cure. What do you want to call it? A cure-all station. You know what I'm talking about? Like in the Wild West, they had like the traveling caravans where they would sell stuff out of. And I just needed to say like at the top, Lou's mysterious fluids,
Oh no!
No.
and then
ew.
a sign on the side that says price is heavily discounted.
I think I can arrange that.
So what does Lou
Awesome.
have in his inventory? A bow, the mesh shirt. I can't talk.
Oh, it is a chain shirt. Yeah.
The cheetah print.
Side
yeah.
note, is that
Yeah,
in the
the cheetah
session?
print. That should be. Because it is 10. For some reason I was about to say
Yes,
11.
correct. Yeah.
Cool.
You can have your little mall pack. I just chuck it at
Thank
him.
you. Hey, can I catch it?
You can. Maladin.
I
do
don't know.
you-
And you?
Oh, okay. It's just an innate thing. Let me do something real quick.
Oh no!
Maladin, do you knock Lou on his ass?
Oh no!
Please.
As you give the hammer back after actively using it within combat, you take 9 psychic damage.
Is that post resistance?
That's pre.
Okay.
So you take 5 total.
Okay. The hammer hurts. It gives headaches when you get done using it.
As you feel it's disappointed, and you yourself don't necessarily want to give up this item. However, you do.
Ooh, that's a dangerous weapon with attachment issues. Scary.
It's fine. It's look, Lou petting the hammer. Look, it's just sad.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
you made it sad.
You collecting a bunch of strays, and the hammer is now one of them. Okay, we get it.
That's right. It's a part of the team now.
He'll be the mascot. I don't know why I'm saying
He's named
he to
Handy.
it.
Thank you.
I just called a stray.
Or
Levi? No. Layla? Yes.
That's
we
fair.
are technically done. Can I, just for my own interest, I see a couple of titles. Can I get a rundown of what everyone's at?
Health?
Yes.
30. Because I threw all of my revive points for the short rest.
Fair
I'm at
enough.
27.
Okay.
I'm at 71 health.
You should hit Lou more, please.
No,
Pretty
he's
please.
delicate.
I'm sorry, did Layla... Sarah,
I
did you
have
say
attempted
7?
to. It depends on circumstance.
Did you say 7?
71.
No, not you. The
Oh.
other one.
No, I'm at 27.
Okay. Yeah, swing at Lou.
I'll remind you,
Lou, you
I
lead.
got hit twice.
No.
To be fair, if you were still
Lou's-
playing Layla, you would have been down to 7 after taking 2 hits.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You know, the good news is I didn't use the other stat block.
Thank you.
We would have
and
been dead.
In retrospect, I know what happened. I was anticipating 6
Entities?
members. Yes.
And this is the first combat we've had in a year where we've
Yeah.
had just 3 people.
Just the 3, correct.
All right.
Wild.
Thank you for hosting. I had a lot of fun.
Yep, no
This was
problem.
great.
All right. Good night, you guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
Oh, yeah.
night.
I guess this is where we end the session. Thank you for stopping
Yeah.
by. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Good night, everybody.